My sister announced her family was moving into my guest room temporarily so I could have time to find a new place. I thought she was joking until she showed up with movers, so I shut her down in front of them. My sister Ashley had this habit of making decisions out loud like everyone else had already agreed to them. It started when we were kids. She'd tell our parents I said I'd drive her somewhere before even asking me. She'd volunteer my stuff to her husband Tyler. Everybody laughed because Ashley was strong-willed. What that really meant was nobody ever told her no. I'm 34, single, and I bought my house 3 years ago after working brutal shifts for almost a decade. Nothing fancy, just a small 2-bedroom place outside Columbus with a garage and a finished basement I fixed up myself. Ashley and Tyler rented this huge place they couldn't really afford because Ashley cared more about appearances than reality. New SUVs every couple years, Disney trips on credit cards. Tyler quietly borrowed money from our dad whenever things got tight. Then Tyler got laid off last fall. At Thanksgiving, Ashley spent half the dinner talking about how hard things were. My mom kept glancing at me during the conversation in a way that immediately made me suspicious. A week later, my dad called. Ashley might need help for a little while. I already knew where this was going. I'm not giving them money. She doesn't want money, he said quickly. Just maybe a place to stay temporarily. No, long silence. She's your sister, and that's my house. We hung up cold after that. For the next month, Ashley kept dropping comments in the family group chat. Kids would love Uncle Ryan's backyard. You barely even used that second bedroom. I ignored all of it. Then, 2 days before Christmas, she called me while I was at Home Depot. We found a solution, she said cheerfully. For what? Our housing situation. I already felt irritated hearing the word our. We're gonna stay with you for a couple months while we regroup. I laughed because I honestly thought that she was joking. No, you're not. She laughed too. Ryan, stop. Mom already said, calm down. That hit me immediately. Mom said what? That you're being stubborn because you like living alone too much. I stood there gripping the shopping cart handle. You told everyone I agreed to this? You didn't say no. I literally did. Not seriously. That was Ashley in one sentence. If she didn't like your answers, it's somehow stop counting. I told her absolutely not. She got quiet for a second, then switched tactics immediately. So you'd rather your nieces spend Christmas stressed out? I hung up. 15 minutes later, my mom called crying. Why are you doing this to your sister? I remember standing in the parking lot staring at dirty snow while she talked like I was abandoning people during a disaster. I finally said, nobody asked me. They announced it. Well, maybe because we knew how you'd react. That was the moment something in me shut off completely. Christmas was tense as hell. Ashley barely spoke to me except for little comments loud enough for everyone to hear. Some people just don't understand sacrifice. Family means different things to different people. Tyler mostly stared at his plate. Then New Year's weekend happened. Saturday morning, I'm drinking coffee when I hear a diesel truck outside. I look out my front window and see a full moving truck backing into my driveway. Then Ashley's SUV pulls in behind it. Ashley jumped out smiling while movers started unloading bins. I walked outside. What the hell is this? Ashley waved casually. Relax. We're only bringing essentials. One mover walked past me carrying my basement TV stand. My TV stand. I looked at Tyler. Did you go into my house? He mumbled. Your mom had the garage code. My mother had given them my garage code without asking me. Ashley started directing movers toward the front door. The kids will take the guest room, and we figured no. She blinked. Ryan, not in front of everyone. I said no. The movers slowed down. Tyler looked miserable. Ashley lowered her voice. Don't embarrass us. I laughed. Embarrass you? You showed up to my house with movers after I told you no multiple times. Then Ashley said the thing that finished everything. You don't even deserve this house. Grandpa gave you that down payment because you manipulated him. Everything went quiet. My grandfather helped me with $40,000 before he died because I was the only grandkid who spent every weekend helping him after his stroke. Ashley barely visited him. I pulled out my phone and opened old screenshots Grandpa had saved of Ashley constantly asking him for money. One message said, Ryan only helped because he wants your house. I handed the phone directly to Tyler. His face changed instantly because mixed into those messages were texts Ashley sent Grandpa talking about leaving Tyler once she secured enough money. Tyler looked sick. I just pointed at the truck. Get your stuff off my property. Nobody argued after that. The movers loaded everything back up in silence while Ashley cried inside the SUV. 3 weeks later, my mom mailed my garage remote back. No note inside.